Mtazamaji, karibu kwenye toleo letu jingine la Boresha Kilimo, na leo hii tuko katika kaunti ya Makueni ambapo tunaangazia masuala yanayofungamana na lishe bora Afrika maarufu kama Health Diet for Africa. Mradi huu unalenga kuimarisha na matumizi ya vyakula asili kwa wakulima pamoja na wakazi, na kusihi tuandamane hadi tamati. Katika miaka ya hivi karibuni, bara la Afrika linakabiliwa na changamoto mbili kuu kwa wakati mmoja: utapiamlo kwa watoto na ongezeko la magonjwa yanayotokana na lishe isiyofaa. Lakini katika kaunti ya Makueni kuna juhudi mpya zinazolenga kubadili hali hiyo kupitia mradi wa lishe bora Afrika maarufu kama Health Diet for Africa. Kuanzia mafunzo ya lishe kwa akina mama hadi kilimo cha kisasa na ufugaji wa samaki katika shamba la Iviani, mradi huu unaonyesha namna lishe bora, utafiti na ubunifu vinaweza kubadilisha maisha ya jamii. Safari yetu inaanza katika eneo la Mbuvo, kaunti ya Makueni, ambako kina mama wamekuwa wakipokea mafunzo kuhusu jinsi ya kuboresha lishe ya watoto wao. Kupitia mradi huu, watafiti kutoka Chuo Kikuu cha Kenyatta wamebuni mapishi 45 ya lishe bora yakitumia vyakula vya asili vinavyopatikana kwa urahisi katika jamii, pamoja na kushirikiana na watafiti kutoka mataifa 8 barani Afrika.
Kwa majina naitwa Marieta Mweni Katom. Mimi ni mkaaji wa hii kijiji ambayo inaitwa Mbuvo. Iko katika Mbuvo location, Kituni sub location. Kitambo mimi kabla hii shirika haijakuja, mimi sikuwa najua kama kuna muhimu wa kupika, kuandaa chakula kwa mtoto. Nilikuwa napika tu kama ni maziwa nachemsha, napika uji, natumbukiza maziwa ndani. Hii kubondabonda ama kufanya yani kutengenezea mtoto baada ya hii saa, baada ya hii nyingine ama ile kunyonyesha. Mimi sikuwa nafuatilia hiyo, nilikuwa nafanya tu, napeana, nampea chenye napata, saa zingine masaa siangalii. Lakini wakati hii huduma ilikuja, nikajua kumbe kuna umuhimu wa kumpea mtoto ile diet. Kuna umuhimu wa kuangalia kama niangalie nione kuna vitamins, kuna proteins, kuna carbohydrates, kuna starch, yani kuna ule mchanganyiko wa zile viungo. Sasa na ukifanya vile unapata mtoto ako na afya. Mimi kitambo sikuwa nafuatilia, lakini hii program imenisaidia sana, maana yake nimekuja kugundua kumbe ukifuatilia mtoto anakuwa na afya, anakuwa vizuri, akupatii shida ya magonjwa. Mimi hii mradi imenisaidia sana.
Wamefaidika sana juu like today in the morning nilikuwa nauliza, I did a 24-hour call for a few mothers kuuliza kuona kama walikuwa practice whatever we have been teaching them, and I was so happy juu I got a positive feedback juu like one of them was telling me yesterday in the morning waliwatengenezea the fermented porridge, the one that we have just prepared right now.
Kutokana na mafunzo waliyopata, kina mama hawa wana kila tabasamu kwamba afya ya wanao itaboreka kuanzia leo na daima, na kwamba wanawahamasisha wanawake wengine kutumia njia bora katika kuboresha afya ya wanao. Miongoni mwa watafiti wanaoongoza juhudi hizi ni Grace Waweru, mwanafunzi wa shahada ya uzamifu kutoka Chuo Kikuu cha Kenyatta. Utafiti wake unalenga kutambua vyakula vya asili vinavyoweza kusaidia kuboresha lishe ya watoto wadogo. Kupitia utafiti huo, zaidi ya kina mama 240 walishirikishwa katika mafunzo ya lishe.
We started this work in 2024, whereby we were able to recruit the mothers, and then we were able to co-create recipes with the mothers using foods that are locally available and affordable, and we are able to ensure that the foods are actually acceptable. So from the co-creation exercise and acceptability testing, we are able to come up with a recipe booklet that has also been validated by the county. This recipe booklet contains 45 recipes with various categories. We have recipes for children between the ages of 6 to 8 months, between the ages of 9 to 11 months, and also between the ages of 12 to 23 months. So this is a recipe booklet that can be used by caregivers to improve dietary practices of children, and can also be promoted by the health care workers to promote dietary practices and subsequently nutrition status. This is a county that is, it's an arid and semi-arid land. So you find that sometimes there is food, other times there is no food, and especially with vegetables. Right now you can see a lot of grains, but other times when you come, the place is very dry. So you find that the vegetables will not be available. So it affects adoption of some of the recipes, though we encourage them to use some other foods that are available throughout the season. And we also encourage them to do drying of vegetables so that they can use them when they are out of season. Okay. Also, high cost of some food. For example, we had low adoption of foods that are whereby we are using meat. Maybe the red meat and also chicken, because to them it is expensive. This is just a low socioeconomic area. Most of the people in the lower wealth quintile. So there's an issue of affordability of the meat. But we're also trying to encourage them to engage in rearing small animals. For example, use of the chicken, they can for the meat and also for eggs, and also maybe small fish. Yeah, we also encourage them to take like omena, because omena is available in the market.
The project involved a lot of activities. It involved identifying the locally available foods, both at the household level but also at the market level. And these foods are the ones which the mothers can access. We also targeted the underutilized foods at the community level. For example, baobab is one of the underutilized foods, and also some locally available vegetables like moringa leaves. And another one we call monze here in the community, but also other vegetables which are growing in the world. These recipes are usually done through a co-creation exercise to make sure that the mothers participate in the co-creation work, and to ensure that the recipes are readily accepted by the mothers. The work has been quite rigorous. We did a co-creation exercise in a pilot health facility in Mavendini Health Center, and then we developed in total of 45 recipes, targeting the different age categories of these children, starting from 6 to 8 months, because they consume foods with a different consistency as they are just being introduced into complementary feeding. Then we also have recipes targeting 9 to 11 months children, and then finally 12 to 23 months. And eventually now, after the 23 months, the children are introduced to the family diet. So a total of 45 recipes were developed, and we did acceptability testing with the mothers to report to us whether they were acceptable. So we would provide some part of that what they cooked, they test, and then they rate the foods on a scale. And we found out on a scale of 5, most of the foods scored quite highly, as scored by the mothers. We had a score of 4.5 to 5. So all the 45 foods developed were readily acceptable.
Maafisa wa serikali ya kaunti wanasema mradi huu tayari umeanza kuleta matokeo chanya katika jamii. Zaidi ya familia 200 kutoka maeneo ya Mbuvo, Kathwenzeni na Kitiso wamenufaika na mafunzo hayo.
Diet gaps, it's a real issue that we are struggling with, and therefore really appreciating the work that has been done matters just local recipes and what we can be able to prepare at home to enhance nutrition, because nutrition cannot be met through supplementation. It has to just be food, and therefore how can we make our food much more nutrient dense? So we really appreciate that, and it will not stop at that. I actually got a copy from her. We will then be seeing how we use that now to do our nutrition education at the household level. Very also appreciating the work that has been done, matters tracking aflatoxin contamination. We are one county that is referred to as a hotspot, matters aflatoxin, which originates all the way from our soils. And therefore then any interventions, quick interventions we can be able to implement to track contamination would be very helpful.
Even if we are food insecure, we are not without food. So we have locally available foods that are nutrient dense, and they are usually overlooked or underrated. So from this project, especially for the food diversification through complementary feeding projects, where a recipe book with 45 recipes, we're using indigenous, locally available, cost-efficient products has been used. So we worked with our communities in Mbuvo, Kitise, Katonzweni, and they were able to even help in the co-creation, the design of the recipes, and then now they even helped in testing, trying out these recipes. And so far, we've seen a very positive uptake. And even if we are to go to the ground right now, our mothers appreciate the diversified foods among their young ones.
Mbali na mafunzo ya lishe, mradi huu pia unahamasisha matumizi ya vyakula vya asili na mboga za jadi. Mboga kama sukuma wiki, maharagwe, nafaka za kienyeji na viazi zimeonekana kuwa na mchango mkubwa katika kuboresha lishe ya watoto. Ni dhahiri kwamba jamii ikihamasishwa kutumia vyakula vya asili kama hivi, basi itakuwa ni hatua muhimu katika kupambana na utapiamlo barani Afrika.
What we also observe to an increasing extent in Africa is overnutrition. People eating too much sugar, too much easily digestible carbohydrates, which comes with health problems such as diabetes or overweight. Now in our project we aim to combat all these three nutritional burdens at the same time through diversification of the diet. Because we believe if people eat diverse diets, that also includes many indigenous African healthy crops, they are more resilient to these nutritional burdens.
Kulingana na takwimu kutoka kwa KDHS, maeneo kame na nusu kame ndiyo yanayoathirika zaidi. Hii ni pamoja na Turkana, Marsabit, Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, Kitui, Makueni na Samburu. Baada ya pumziko fupi, tutarudi kuangazia kuhusu kilimo na ufugaji wa samaki unaotumia teknolojia za kisasa katika shamba la Iviani.
Na ukikaa nasi basi utaboresha kilimo.
We know life gets busy, but your well-being is of great importance. At KUTV's Focus on Health, we cut through the clutter, bringing you expert advice to keep you well informed for your well-being and that of your family. Every Thursday, 7:30 p.m., join me, Yvonne Kemuma, as we bring you health and wellness right at home.
Wanasema kula uhondo kwa taka matendo, na bila shaka matendo yake yakazaa uhondo. Bidii na panda shuka zake zikamfanya awe mwanga wa dunia.
Pauline Care ni mwalimu wa walimu. Nilijua nilikuwa ninataka kufanya kwa mochari.
Nilijitolea kimasomaso, nikasema manake nimeenda shule kama wenzangu wa kiume, nitafanya kazi kadri na uwezo wangu.
Inafika mahali ile game yenye umesema hiyo ndio naenda ku give up na uachane na boxing, ndio unapata WBC.
Fahamu mwanamke huyu kwa utendeti zaidi ukitazama kipindi cha Mwanamke Mwake Mwake. Kila Jumatano saa 2:30 usiku, ukiwa nami Caroline Kimwele.
Kilimo ni nguzo kubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa, kwani kilimo ndicho huboresha maisha. Ukitaka kujua haya usipime kipimo, na ukikaa nasi basi utaboresha kilimo.
Karibu tena mtazamaji, tuingie katika sehemu ya pili ya Boresha Kilimo, ambapo tunaingia katika shamba la Iviani ambapo wanafanya kilimo cha mseto na ni mojawapo ya mafanikio makubwa katika kaunti ya Makueni. Katika sehemu ya pili ya Boresha Kilimo tunaelekea katika shamba la Iviani ambalo limekuwa mfano wa mafanikio katika kilimo mseto na ufugaji wa samaki katika kaunti ya Makueni. Shamba hili lilianzishwa mnamo mwaka 2021 na mmoja wa waanzilishi wake ni Faith Mumo. Kupitia tafiti na mbinu za teknolojia ya kisasa za kilimo, wataalamu hapa wanatafuta mbinu kadha wa kadha ili kuimarisha mazao shambani. Katika shamba hili, wakulima wanajihusisha na shughuli mbalimbali ikiwemo ufugaji wa samaki, kilimo cha matunda kama maembe na mananasi, kilimo cha mboga na nafaka kama vile maharagwe.
In Iviani farm, we are based in Makueni County. We are focused on 3 value chains. One is aquaculture, that is production of mostly the fingerlings, that is the baby fish, and also establishment of water-saving technologies, that is circulating aquaculture models, which are adaptable to the local communities and smallholder farmers. We are also in value addition of different fruits and vegetables, whereby we are certified to export 9 products, including mangoes, pineapples, bananas, and indigenous vegetables. We are working in that value chain. We are working with more than 10,000 smallholder farmers, not only in Kenya but also in Uganda and Tanzania, whereby we source our pineapples and bananas. The other value chain that we are in is animal feeds production, whereby we make all animal feeds, including also fish feeds. Currently at Iviani farm, we have more than 100 employees who are attached in different sections of production. For the fish farming, we are in a south region of Kenya, Makueni, and there's a limit in water access. So what we did, we innovated a system whereby we are using locally available materials such as porous stone to purify the water. So what happens here at Iviani farm, we focus majorly on the fingerlings production. So it is just inside a small building whereby we have incorporated a system that purifies the water, and we are able to use 5,000 liters of water to produce up to 100,000 fingerlings a month. And that water, we are able to use it for the 5,000 liters, we are able to use it for like 2 years without ever changing it. So the system allows the water to be recycled, like it's a recirculating model whereby the dirty water goes to the purification system, and then it is purified and then now pumped again using solar system, because we are off grid, back to the reservoir, and then it goes back recirculating that for 2 years without ever changing the water. We have also incorporated the same model to our farmers. The farmers that we sell fingerlings to, we sell the fingerlings to the farmers and also incorporate the seed, because some of these farmers we are trying to push to make sure like fish protein is the cheapest source of protein. Fish is the cheapest source of protein. So we wanted to make it accessible to the farmers or the people also in the Asal region by making sure like it is more like accessible. So we incorporate these systems, we call them Iviani Farm Local systems, to these farmers to be able to produce fish within a very small space, and they are able to produce like more than 500 pieces of fish between 4 to 6 months. The project that we are doing with FSPN, it is based on sustainable models that can ensure food safety and also food security. So we are training innovators or smallholder farmers in matters to do with sustainable methods of farming, such as the ZIP that I mentioned, and also after the harvest, if there is no market or if they want to add value to the product, we are also training them more on value addition, so that they can also do them in small bits at their own level, or even at larger level in case they get an investor or their own investment. So it's a great project that we are seeing, because it is matching with our vision of trying to change the Asal region to be very productive, and also be like we don't want the Asals to be left behind with innovation, technology, and also development. For the market that we are also doing for that project, because we also do value addition of fruits and also vegetables, we are looking into the beneficiaries of that project also being source of our customers. I mean source of our raw material suppliers, whereby because we have trained them, we are hoping that they will adhere with the food safety measures that we are going to teach them. They produce food safely, and then we are able also for us to add value to food, safe food for the global world. For each training, we are targeting to do at least 1 week for one cohort. There's the training on site, but there's also the follow-up and mentorship to make sure these people who have been trained, they don't just end at the training part, but they are also mentored, and they are able to create employment for themselves, and we want to mentor them to be able also to create employment for other people in the community.
Katika upande wa ufugaji wa samaki, shamba hili linafuga aina mbili kuu za samaki, tilapia na catfish. Safari ya ufugaji huanza na mayai ya samaki yanayoanguliwa kwenye incubators, kisha vifaranga huhamishwa kwenye mabwawa ya kufugia. Samaki hawa hufugwa kwa muda wa miezi 4 hadi 6 kabla ya kuvunwa. Wafugaji hao wanasema wanawalisha samaki hao chakula kinachojumuisha omena na soya beans ili kuhakikisha wanakuwa kwa afya.
This is the fish hatchery that we are talking about. What happens here, it is production of fingerlings or baby fish. So I show you where the process starts and you see the eggs as they hatch. But basically this is the technology that we were talking about. This reservoir here is around 400 liters of water, and we are using it for a whole year without ever changing this system of water. So what is happening, it is filled with water, and then the water is coming down through gravity to this point, and then it displaces the dirty water, and then sends it through gravity to these tanks over here. What is happening in these tanks, we have filled them with porous stones. The porous stones, they have pores, so when the water is meandering, trying to get out of the stones, they leave the solid waste there. We have put biomedias and put Nitrobacter bacteria. This bacteria breaks down ammonia because the fish waste, then to less toxic substances which cannot harm the fish. So the first bucket is filled with the food stones. The second one, in case a solid waste escapes from the first bucket, it gets to the second bucket. Then it comes back when it is clean. It is pumped by a small solar pump that you can see over. You will be able to see over here, back to the reservoir, and then the process continues. So for a whole year, the process continues. So what you can do if you sense like the water has been a bit dirty, maybe before the 1 year, you only wash the stones, but not the water, because it cannot allow solid waste to come to the fish. For the fish farming, we are in a south region of Kenya, Makueni, and there's a limit in water access. So what we did, we innovated a system whereby we are using locally available materials such as porous stone to purify the water. So what happens here at Viungo farm, we focus majorly on the fingerlings production. So it is just inside a small building whereby we have incorporated a system that purifies the water, and we are able to use 5,000 liters of water to produce up to 100,000 fingerlings a month. And that water, we are able to use it for the 5,000 liters, we are able to use it for like 2 years without ever changing it. So the system allows the water to be recycled, like it's a recirculating model whereby the dirty water goes to the purification system, and then it is purified and then now pumped again using solar system, because we are off grid, back to the reservoir, and then it goes back recirculating that for 2 years without ever changing the water. We have also incorporated the same model to our farmers. The farmers that we sell fingerlings to, we sell the fingerlings to the farmers and also incorporate the seed, because some of these farmers we are trying to push to make sure like fish protein is the cheapest source of protein. Fish is the cheapest source of protein. So we wanted to make it accessible to the farmers or the people also in the Asar region by making sure like it is more like accessible. So we incorporate these systems, we call them Viungo farm local systems, to these farmers to be able to produce fish within a very small space, and they are able to produce like more than 500 pieces of fish between 4 to 6 months.
Mbali na kilimo na ufugaji, Viungo pia inajishughulisha na ongezeko la thamani ya mazao. Katika msimu wa mavuno mengi, matunda kama maembe na mananasi hukaushwa na kutengeneza crispy zinazouzwa ndani na nje ya nchi. Mbali na kula matunda yakiwa mabichi, wakulima na wataalamu wanayakausha matunda haya na kuwa crispy za maembe na mananasi ili kuhifadhi matunda haya kwa muda mrefu. Kabla ya kuingia katika chumba hiki cha kutengenezea matunda na uchakataji wa matunda, sharti la kwanza ni usafi na kuvalia mavazi ya kujikinga kiafya. Faith anatueleza hatua baada ya hatua kuyakausha matunda kwa kuwa crispy.
Fruit picking, we pick them from the farm when they are not ripe but mature, and then we put them on the ripening shed. You'll see it on the other side. And then there is sorting that usually happens with the staff. They remove the ripe one because our ripening process is natural. We control it naturally. We have not seen the essence of doing it artificially at this point, because we have enough produce that get ripe. So they sort, and then in this area now all this preparation of weighing, slicing, washing and peeling and preparation to load in the machine happens. Then if the client data she requires us to put preservative, the specific preservative, then they put in a preservative and they stack them on the dryers that you will see. The machine dries in 6 hours. The beauty about it is because in 6 hours there's no any mycotoxin, any interference, because everything is locked inside. We are trying to compare this with the smart solar dryer that we are trying to develop in partnership with SNEFA to make sure also it incorporates the food safety aspects and the hours as well to be shown, because the more it stays, when it is like you see most that they do croton processing, so we get the croton shells that we use for the burning, so it burns under low combustion and then releases steam, which comes to this steam engine. This steam engine works concurrently with the alternator to change the steam energy physics things, steam energy to three-phase electricity, and this is the one that now has been wired to the different parts of the farm. But then now the excess is the one that I was talking about. It goes to this insulated pipe to the other side now for the drying purposes.
Arthur Wamani ni mratibu wa mradi huo na mmoja wa watafiti. Anasema katika shamba hili ndipo wanapoleta wabunifu wa kilimo kujifunza na kujionea jinsi ubunifu katika kilimo unavyotekelezwa katika mazingira halisi.
I'm Arthur Wamani. I'm the project coordinator for Healthy Diet for Africa project at FSP in Africa. I'm here to talk about the work that we do under Work Package 8, which is scaling diverse innovations. And this is, we are working together with agro-innovators from the different sections of Kenya. So what we do, we have 2 living labs. One is located in the Nairobi Kaloro Kabete, where we have research on food crops. So what we do at the Nairobi Living Lab is able to showcase the different kind of innovations and technologies that agro-innovators can actually implement in their locations or in situ. But we also have Viungo Farm, which is a center of excellence, and Viungo Farm is a business model farm, and here is where we take our agro-innovators to go and learn firsthand and to see how the agro-innovations are being implemented in the real-world situation. So Viungo Farm are our partners under the HD5 program, and what they do, we partner with them to be able to demonstrate and to showcase the agro-innovators, and also to support the agro-innovators who do not have the necessary equipments and facilities to start their value addition. To Viungo Farm, what happens actually, after we have taken the agro-innovators through the training, the business modeling, fundraising and pitching, and also the regulatory authorities and the different food safety aspects, we take them to Viungo Farm to learn firsthand how this can be implemented in a real-world situation, since this facility is actually already exporting the different kind of products. So what they learn at the Viungo Farm is the practical aspects of food processing, food safety handling, fish production, hatchery management and production, mango production, storage and facility, record keeping, finance and accountability, all these aspects that are included in the day-to-day operations of business and the successful scaling of a business.
Kupitia utafiti, elimu na ubunifu katika kilimo, jamii zinaanza kurejea kwenye hazina ya vyakula vya asili ambavyo kwa muda mrefu vilikuwa vimesahaulika. Kutoka mezani hadi shambani, mradi wa Healthy Diet for Africa umeleta mabadiliko makubwa katika jamii. Natumai mtazamaji umejifunza mengi kutokana na hayo. Hadi juma lijalo, nimekuwa na hodha wako Wakida Kasim.
Baada ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila woga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi. Hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Ni kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
This program is rated GE. Content carried in here is suitable for general family viewing.
In the eternal snow, what's it like to live and work year-round in the Swiss Alps at 3,500 meters? Buzzing culinary hotspots, why are Spain's tapas bars much more than just restaurants? And African fashion in Paris. How does designer Gina Dia enthrall so many, including celebrities? All this and more coming up on Euromax. Among the snowbound peaks of the Swiss Alps, Daniela Bissich and Erich Fursa live and work. We check out their remarkable daily routine, shaped by wild weather and high altitude.
Can you imagine living here at 3,500 meters above sea level? With thin air, freezing temperatures down to minus 30 degrees Celsius, and winds of more than 200 kilometers per hour? It's not for everyone. We'll show you a day in the life of Daniela Bissich and Erich Fursa. They take care of technology, maintenance, and upkeep at Europe's highest permanently inhabited research station in the Swiss Alps.
For us, this job is like winning the lottery. If you love the mountains and snow, it's perfect.
Getting to the Jungfraujoch means taking the train. A cogwheel railway has carried passengers through a 7-kilometer tunnel to Europe's highest train station since 1912. At 3,500 meters, research isn't the only thing happening. The station is also a tourist attraction. About 1 million visitors come each year. The last train back to the valley leaves in the afternoon. After that, Daniela and Erich are often almost alone until morning, except for one railway employee and a few birds.
Yes, it can be lonely. When storms hit, it gets really isolated, and you have to be able to handle that.
Every morning, two worlds collide. Tourists shop in an alpine setting, while Erich does routine work, shoveling snow. The average temperature here is minus 7 degrees Celsius. They found the job through a newspaper ad.